It's okay, gonna be alright. I pray for every broken heart tonight. While you sleep, even when you rise, know that God's still...
Welcome back to the podcast. So we're in this marriage, couple of weeks. Job has started. You're home alone. I'm coming back from work exhausted. And it seems there's a lot of pressure from you and from me in terms of expectations. There are things that you want me to do. I'm looking at you. There are things I want you to do. I'm working 6 days a week, going on site, coming home tired, sometimes just crashing on the bed, not worrying about dinner or any of those things. How did that bother you?
It didn't bother me because I knew you were working. You were filling in my shoes, right? Which was something I really, really appreciated. You know, I always prayed for you every time you went out. You know, if you remember that day you came back, I took off your shoes, I boiled water, and I washed your feet, and I prayed for you. So that was me appreciating you, saying that, you know, you are in the position I am meant to be. You are the one going out there, bringing in the bread, you understand, for the house. And I was cooking. Before you came back, there was food, there was food. And I didn't see it as anything also, because we're not competing on any level. You are my wife. Yes, you are my wife. I'm your husband. And everything, should be balanced. So I didn't, there was nothing really.
Were there times that you felt like you weren't being the man of the house?
Oh, a lot of times now. Of course, a lot of time. Yeah, there were times I was frustrated. There were times I was angry with myself, but I just told myself that, okay, we are doing all this. Like, instead of you to appreciate, or try and give the other person as much positive, energy, you are here, doing your thing. And so, yeah.
All right. Do you remember our first fight?
No. Who remembers that? Oh yeah, woman, you people they remember. You not they remember things.
Our first fight was about food.
Yeah, everything do food.
I don't know what happened to you that morning. Because I remember asking you when we were dating that, do you eat breakfast? And you had mentioned to me somewhere along the line that you don't eat breakfast. And this was maybe around 11. So I was kind of like surprised because my plan was for lunch and you asked for breakfast. And I was like,
I can't remember. So you're saying the whole 1 year we were together, we never had breakfast?
It wasn't the entire one. This is a couple of weeks into the marriage. Our first fight.
Oh, really? Oh. Maybe I woke up that morning and I was hungry. So did I say, where's my breakfast?
Yes.
I didn't do it.
You actually did.
I said, where's my breakfast?
Yeah.
Huh? With strings on my shoulder. Huh?
Not like that, but like the man of the house, kind of.
Where's my food? Where's my breakfast? Did I use that one?
It almost sounded like that to me, but I was just trying to understand. And which goes to show that it's not every question or every conversation we had before we got married that was law or standard. I realized that once we got married, there were a few things that changed.
Oh, definitely. And that's another thing that a lot of people should understand before going into marriage. Even if you date someone for 20 years, you're dating, when you guys get married, that's 20 years, you think, oh, I know him, I know her. Dude, when you get into that marriage...
Day one is day one.
Oh, my brother. You will see that.
Galili.
So of course, I'm not surprised about that. Maybe I woke up hungry, and I'm very sure I did not say where's my breakfast. I know, I didn't say that, but yeah, it's possible. It's possible. So what was the fight now? Because we're talking about our first fight.
Yeah, the fight was about the way you asked me, and I wasn't expecting you to ask me. And I felt like, well, the fridge is in the kitchen. Like, you can get food if you're hungry.
Did you guys hear that? Can get food if you're hungry. I'm not joking.
All right, great.
You're expecting like one kind
Come back.
I mean, no.
It's all right.
No. It's all peace on this side.
Come on.
My nigga.
So, first year, we're still having friction here and there.
A lot.
Several things you didn't like, several things you didn't know, several things I didn't know. But one of the major ones I remember very vividly that kind of like changed the way we relate even now, and I believe that we've grown, was money. Bringing in the money. You didn't have a problem with me working and bringing in the money. But you kind of had a problem when you didn't know how the money was spent.
Yeah. I had a problem without knowing how the money was spent. Now, this is the mathematics. I'm not earning anything. You are the one earning. So it's like you get your salary, you do whatever it is you want to do. Even if what you are doing is for the house. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
I will feel bad. I'm a man. Society, world, reality tells me that it's meant to be the other way around. I felt bad.
So you had a problem with the fact that the money wasn't coming from your side. I wasn't asking you for money.
No. You were not just letting me know how it was spent. See, I'd made my peace with you're the one earning, you're the one working. I had no issue with that. But it was just that, okay, have we paid for this? Yes. This one is, at least now, like, let me know, what is going on. Yeah.
So I was still acting quite independent. And I remember you mentioned it at some point when we'll have conversations with people and I'll say I instead of we.
Oh, yeah, that thing also. Yeah, because that again made me feel less. It's because you are yeah. Where is this girl? Me. Oh, I am doing this. Oh, I just paid for this. Oh, I'm like, why?
But do you agree with me that it takes a while from the day you get married officially for the mind to change that you are now two instead of one, especially as an independent woman or an independent man for a period of time? Or is it automatic for guys? Do you just become automatically married in your mind on the day you get married?
No, so how do I explain this now? For people who do things on their own, you are an only child. You don't have siblings, which is understandable. You do things, For people, how do I explain this now? It's just, default, for me. I know we are two. If someone asks me, Papa, have you paid your school fees? Oh, yes, we paid our school fees yesterday. Default. Are we even,
You'll be one of those guys who say, oh, we are pregnant.
Yeah. We are.
Okay.
I was going to say something. But let that pass. Yeah. Yeah, so it's also a we thing. It's actually very important that we. It's really important because some men find it, I won't say offensive, but they find it, somehow.
Okay. Yeah. So after the giving you the salary, do you remember what you did with the money?
I went shopping.
Not
I
really,
can't actually
actually.
remember what
Not really, actually.
I remember. I think I paid the bills, but you already had like a pattern, a system. You know
Yeah.
how you pay. I can't remember, Asha, but something around that. Would you like to tell us, ma, please?
Of course. The money had finished by the first week of that month. But yes, you did pay the bills first. But the system I was using, I didn't pay bills first. I ensured that we had enough food for the rest of the month, and then whatever was left, because we weren't any much, we paid bills with that. And I remember that you just came to me by the following month and said, you know what, just keep doing what you were doing before because it's working, and it seems like you have a better understanding on how to disburse money than you did. So you kind of like returned the system back to the original way. But I love that we went through that phase because it helped us realize our strengths and weaknesses. So going into strengths and weaknesses, what strengths do I have, or what strengths do you have that are weaknesses on my side that you remember now?
So you're talking about how we complement each other.
Yep, absolutely.
You're a last minute person.
You don't like that.
Oh, God. I don't know how last minute people handle it. I don't know how you guys do
Oh,
it.
think on our feet.
The pressure. I don't do that. I don't know how to do last minute thing. I like to plan. I like to, and you are good in that. So,
But you kind of like balance it off by your ahead of time planning,
sure, of course.
which sometimes I find frustrating. You already know what you're going to wear the entire week, 2 weeks. Like, can't you just wake up one morning and feel like, oh, this is the color you want to wear and wear it?
Yes, I can. But that will mean I'll have to pick out that morning. I have to pick out the shirt and say, like, which jeans will go with this? This one. Which shoe? I'd rather do all that a week before. I know that day I'm just boom, 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 and I'm out.
Interesting.
Makes my life easy.
Interesting. I learned something from you, though, that we don't have to fight ourselves for those strengths and weaknesses because they tend to complement each other. There are
Right,
areas
yeah.
where you come in and just save the day, and there are areas where I come in and save the day. So since, like you said before, it's not a competition,
It's really, really not a
we
competition.
later learn
man.
to accept each other for who we are.
Yeah,
Because you, for example, you're a very put together, for lack of a better word, tidy person, and me, I am just there. To
No,
say it
you're
nicely.
actually trying. You're actually
Yeah, I'm
trying.
learning from the best now.
You're actually trying because I remember the first year that was part of the things that
Cause conflict.
caused a lot of conflict. But yeah, it's good. Good job, my friend. Congratulations.
I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you too.
So, last, point of discussion, expectations. Expectations. You came into this marriage with some expectations. And in the first year, it was like it was just not making it. I'm not sure I knew all of them. I probably knew some of them.
Come in with any expectations, sir?
I had expectations.
Did I come with any expectation?
We grew up with this whole understanding that a man makes the decision, a man does this, a man does that.
Of
and
course,
that wasn't our reality.
Of course, that one I knew before we got married that I might not do these things. So I didn't go in with any expectations. I knew this was my reality. Okay, yes, God willing, a month into our marriage, I'll get a job, but that didn't
I
work.
had hope.
Yeah, I had hope, but that didn't work out. Okay, I kept on trying though, but I didn't beat myself around it.
So you really didn't have any expectations?
Expectations, yes. I was expecting to go in happy. Expecting to be, to be happy the first year of, because in reality, most people, their first year is always the honeymoon, like
phase,
he puts it,
yeah.
the honeymoon phase. So I think I was expecting to have that honeymoon phase, but it wasn't that. Yeah. Wasn't that. And of course, I expected, sorry to bring this up, a tidy wife. Expectations. I didn't get that. You didn't really like to cook?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of cooking.
Exactly. I expected that. Though I'm not really crazy about it. I'm not one that will say, oh, today I want to eat this. It's whatever you make, I eat. Yeah. Yeah, I think those are the few ones I can, remember.
I had expectations.
Of course.
I expected you to have like male mentors that you could reach out to, ask for help, because that was the system I kind of like grew up with.
Exactly, yeah.
So whenever I, got lost or confused, I felt it was necessary to talk to people. We did have, the Oladipos in our lives to guide us, but there were times I felt like you should have taken maybe initiative and, spoken to someone about the worries you had, and you tend to bottle quite a lot up.
Yeah, because I had no one. Like I had no. Did I have any man figure in my life? Not really. Apart from, yes, my Uncle Ekpo, but he was a really, really, really busy man. But he was a busy man, very, very busy, and I didn't want to disturb him. So,
do you think it would have made a difference if you had someone you could talk to?
Oh yes, it would have made a difference. The only person I was really, really speaking with was Tashari. Yeah, and she really, really helped out. Oracle. Like, my guy, Austin, will call her the Oracle. She really helped.
Yeah, she came through for us a couple of times. I remember one incident we had where to go to the beach. You remember? And I was going to wear jeans to the beach. And then...
Who?
You and I. Well, I was going to wear jeans to the beach. You wanted me to wear shorts.
Bum shot.
And, my religious mindset did not agree.
That one. We didn't even talk about that one.
And I remember...
You were SU.
Wow.
No, wow.
It's true. My skirt was legit Mommy Gio skirt. Legit.
I think that is part of the things that made me ask myself that, are you sure you really, really want to do this, bro? Are you sure? But I'm actually happy I did. I'm actually happy I did, though.
Yeah, I've heard a saying where people want Mommy Gio with a sprinkle of Rihanna.
Cardi B. All right. Rihanna is not bad now. Cardi B.
Okay.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh, shit. Anyway, so we had that incident where we're going to beach. I was going to wear jeans, be as modest as possible. And you felt like, wear shorts now. And I was like, no. Then we took the matter to Sister Shade and she asked me, oh, show me the shorts. Then I showed her and like, she now asked me, said,
wait, which shorts? Is that the blue shorts?
I can't remember what short it was, but it was shorts that you liked.
No, the one you wanted to wear.
No, I was going to wear jeans.
Oh, long jeans.
Yeah. But the shorts, you actually like the shorts. And showed her, she said, this is fine, Tobi, you can wear this. And I was like, Mommy, are you sure? And she was like, is your husband that married you, not the church? I say, wow.
We're married by then?
Yes, we were married. It's the first year of our marriage.
I can't remember.
Yeah, there were a lot of tables that was broken for me in that marriage because I came with some kind of religious mindset of how to dress, what to look like, how to behave, and I was still treating you like brother Tim. And that was a huge struggle in the first year. We were just like...
I know be your brother. Brother Tim. You're calling me brother Tim as your husband.
It's really hard to break off the Christian courtship that whole gap and, modesty, and then enter marriage is not that simple to break.
So how did you break it?
It took us time.
How did you?
It took a while. I had to go for counseling. I discussed a lot of matters that I wasn't sure was. If I don't lie to you, there was a point where actually I had a sister drew like some things for me. Let's not even get into that. It was interesting, and we had a great sisters fellowship that talked a lot about intimacy and stuff. But it took a while. It took a while to build into it. I remember I had the wall up at that time. There were things I wasn't willing to try because I just felt it was wrong. I was really still operating
even in marriage.
Yeah. Do you know how much the African culture beats into women that sex is bad? And then you get into marriage, you have to renew your mind about it.
Wait, but you used to be a baddie before now.
Then Jesus married me and found me. Then everybody got wiped away. I entered Jesus like 100%. Like I really, really wanted Christ, for real. And then I entered into marriage and I had to balance between my love for Jesus and love for a man. How do I do that? It was hard.
Yeah.
It's not your fault. It was hard, but it was a real situation. I can only imagine what it is for those that go into marriage as virgins. It's probably even harder. Yeah. So how do we even get to prepare ourselves that now I'm going to sleep beside a guy. He's going to wake up in the morning or in the middle of the night and his hand will just
why the girl doesn't get honey or what?
No, it's not that. I'm just saying that you're used to sleeping by yourself and then someone is beside you. That was really hard. I was not used to having someone sleep beside me. Never. I never lived.
Yeah, single
hard.
child.
Yeah. You remember there were times that I would jump off the bed in the middle of the night just because I was scared that it was instinct.
I really, really cannot remember a lot of things enough.
Interesting.
Really
It's all right. It's all right. And then towards the end of the year, we get pregnant.
Yeah, we.
And that was because we agreed that we wanted to.
Yes, that is another thing that saved us, because if we didn't have that, if we didn't stick by that, plan
of not having a kid in the first year.
Yeah, if we didn't stick by that plan.
Just to get to know each other, going through all those things.
Exactly. Imagine we were pregnant. I said we. Imagine you were pregnant. Imagine you were pregnant.
In the midst of that.
Conflict. Oh. It would have been terrible.
Yeah.
Then you get pregnant and you go to Nigeria. Then you come back. Oh, even our story is plenty. Even within that, traveling, story is plenty. Job, change job, God came through,
And we are where we are now.
We're where we are now.
Those are stories for another day.
Yeah.
But I really do want to appreciate you for doing this with me.
Same here. Love you.
Love you too.
Today, tomorrow, forever. I will love you tomorrow. I will love you all the way. I told you I have a nice voice. You don't want to. They rate me. They rate my voice at all.
This is going to make it to the video.
Who go edit time? But thank you for having me, though. It was really, really interesting. I didn't believe I could do this. I didn't believe I could do this, yeah.
It was awesome. All right. Thank you once again. I hope you get to come another time.
No, I don't think so.
Really?
I don't think so, no.
Where would you go?
I'm behind the camera now.
True. But one day,
at
we
least
might drag you back.
Today we had to call Israel and Austin to come and help us behind the camera.
Yeah, shout out to Israel and Austin.
Shout out to Shout out to Israel and Austin.
All right. It was great having you again, Chilongo,
Thank
Papa,
you.
at New Page Pro.
Thank you, baby.
God bless you. Thanks, guys, for watching. It was awesome having Hubby again. this time around, even though he didn't want to be here. I hope you guys enjoy our banter and gist. And I hope you learn 1 or 2 things from our first year in marriage. Stay blessed. Please like, subscribe, share. See you next time.